Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Carmen and I'm doing another copywriting breakdown, but today is all about Facebook ads and in particular Wix. Now, a really cool fact about Wix that you probably don't know is that they spend over $30 million on Facebook ads every 6 months, not even in a full year. So I think they're an amazing example of what you can do with Facebook ads, especially at scale when it comes to generating revenue and growth. But as a copywriter and a marketer, we can look at the ads, dissect them, and figure out actually what makes them work so well. So now I'm here on the Facebook ad library. Now, in case you didn't know, Facebook ads have this really cool public system where you can see the ads of any company you want. So I'm actually on the Wix page right now, and we can see that their page was created in 2009, all this different information about them, but we can actually scroll through and filter all the different ads they have. So what I'll be doing is going through the pages here and just breaking down some of the ads that stand out to me. Scrolling through here, I actually did see this one that I thought was pretty interesting. Now you can see that the ad says, discover the psychology behind high converting landing pages, download your free article today, and start delivering results. Now, something to think about with this style of ad, and it works really well for B2C, B2B, products, services, is this is considered a lead magnet. So someone that's interested in the potential product or service can be given something for free. In this case, it's a free article. And then most likely when you click over to this, a couple things are going to happen. Either you're going to have to opt in with your email and information to get the article, or you'll just be on a retargeting list. So they'll actually start sending you different ads afterwards because you're a bit more qualified to actually get the product or service. So it works really well. Not surprised to see that Wix is doing that. But in terms of the image, I like the blue contrast with the white text. Pretty cool, high quality image here. And when it comes to copywriting, this is what we consider a benefit. So discover the psychology behind high converting landing pages. So if you're using Wix or a website builder to create landing pages to generate leads, now you're going to figure out actually how to increase your conversion rates, which ultimately means more money and revenue. And then of course, saying that it's a free article is a value proposition and a cost savings, that they don't have to spend any money to get this. And then of course, once again, there's a benefit of start delivering results. And then you have the learn more call to action. And it looks like they neatly summarize everything here. 6 psychology principles to drive conversions, deliver better landing pages for your clients. So I think this is a really staple ad. And the cool thing with Facebook ads is that you can keep it relatively short, straight to the point, and just use the fundamentals: features, benefits, urgency, scarcity, use a call to action to actually promote people to do something. In this case, normally with a Facebook ad, to click through. And there's actually multiple versions. So let's check this out. I'm presuming they were essentially testing which ad worked better. Learn how applying psychology to your client sites can increase conversion rates by 266%. Download your free article today. So I instantly like this one way more. If there's one way you can take your Facebook ads, and any ads for that matter, to the next level, it's using data. So think about how much more impactful and tangible this seems versus just saying in the first one, increase your conversion rates. We're saying increase them by 266%. Who doesn't want that, especially if you're doing it for your clients? Looks like psychology principles of high converting websites. I think that stayed the same. Yeah, so that stayed the same. Just the images, the dimensions are changing a tiny bit. Download your free article today. So that call to action and the proposition of it being free remains the same. And then it looks like the info on the bottom changed slightly differently from 6 psychology elements to the psychology of effective site design. Now, I think the really big thing here is just that stats. If you can use a lot of data in your ads, it makes things a lot more tangible and a lot more interesting. Once again, it's way better to say, here's how to increase your conversion rates by 266%, instead of just saying, hey, let's just increase them. And it's a lot more ambiguous and simple. And now let's go over to this ad right here. Kick off 2021 with your online store. Get started, and then it looks like it says create your own professional website. You have the actual product in the background, what the website looks like. And now something that's really important with copywriting and Facebook ads is making sure that the images you use actually support the ad copy. So for example, in this case, they're actually showing you what the product is, but if you actually make a store, here's what's going to look like. So in this case, their product, of course, is easy to build online stores and the website builder. So by actually showing it in motion allows prospects to see, okay, I can have a physical product and it translates over to an online store that easy. And then if we scroll down, sell your products online, ready to make the move. Now, I like that because it's going to resonate with the prospect. They're probably thinking about creating an online store. They might be on the fence, a little hesitant, and they're saying ready to make the move, kind of pushing them to take action. And of course, you have the sign up, call to action, sell your products online. That's a CTA as well. And what I suspect this is targeting is people who probably have been on the fence about starting an online store, but now it's like a 2021 resolution or goal. That's what they're trying to do. And that's why it says kick off 2021, the New Year's, with your online store and essentially take your business to the next level. I think it's really simple, really basic. And so far, what we've been looking at is very fundamental strategies. It looks like Wix keeps their Facebook ads pretty simple. And once again, they're spending tens of millions of dollars. So clearly it's working. Now, one thing I would do with this is not only say kick off 2021 with your online store, get started, but we can also say kick off 2021 with your online store and generate more sales, get ahead of the competition, take your business to the next level, level up, just something else, right? Anytime you're talking about the features of something, I'm a big advocate of always elaborating on the benefits. So what does actually getting your online store mean? Down here they did say sell your products online, but I think it'd be good to probably elaborate a bit more on that. It's really, really simple. And then there is a second version, grow your business online starting now. And then there's a link to the site right there, image stays the same, and the copy down here stays the same as well. Clearly, once again, it's running, it's probably doing really good. And yeah, so I think they could just elaborate a bit more on the benefits of actually what getting an online store is all about and how it's going to translate into sales and results for them. Okay, so here's another one that I believe is going to be a lead magnet. It looks like some kind of e-commerce business tips. And then, yeah, so this is going to go to some kind of blog post or a landing page. Create and grow your online store with multiple sales channels, subscriptions, and more. So once again, that's the feature of what Wix offers with their e-commerce feature. Launch your e-commerce business, top strategies for success in 2021. And then it looks like they have an e-commerce store. Pretty cool graphic and overall visuals, which they tend to nail so far. Create a successful online store, get started, sign up. Now, my only complaint here, once again, is they could probably just elaborate even just one sentence or even meld it into this one, is just elaborating a bit more on the benefits of what creating an online store is actually going to get the customer, which, of course, sales channel, subscriptions, and more is great, but they could talk about how that's going to help them increase their profits, reach more customers, and things like that. Also, something to consider that I really like what they're doing with offering strategies and tips is it just creates authority, credibility, and trust. They're not trying to sell them super hard here. While, of course, they can sign up for the free version or the paid version of the product, which is the website builder, they're also giving them advice how to actually succeed. And that's proven in a lot of data and studies to build trust with consumers because you're not just trying to sell to me, you're actually trying to help me out and make me succeed. So I bet that actually increases their click-throughs, their conversions, and honestly, the brand loyalty and probably their average order value. Also, something really interesting to consider with all these different ads is they're really drilling down into each feature. So it's not just a very high-level thing. Come to Wix, use our online store builder. They're going down into e-commerce, doing professional logo design, and all the different little things here. Professional websites, logos, even going down into the industry, creating a wedding website. So that's something to consider. If you're doing Facebook ads, really drill down into each feature, each benefit, the value proposition, but also the buyer persona. So I'm guessing that Wix, of course, really knows their audiences and how many different industries are growing websites on their platform. So looking into that data and those insights, they could honestly make ads just like this one with the wedding website, but for each individual industry. And then not only is it targeted, it's tailored to each buyer persona, and then they're going to be more likely to click through and engage with it. Now, this next ad from Wix is all about drop shipping, which is essentially a business model where you work with a supplier and they actually ship out the products, but you sell them on your online store. Really common business model, and it looks like they're actually targeting people that want to get into drop shipping with this ad. So they say start an online store instantly with a complete catalog of ready-to-sell drop shipping products. Now, this is kind of two-in-one because providing the benefit that you can start a store quickly, you can have instantly a bunch of products to sell, which means generating revenue and growth faster. But also it's a big pain point around dropshipping, which is finding the manufacturers, the people creating the products, creating those relationships, and actually getting the ball rolling. And it looks like they have a few images here. Get your ready-to-sell store in 4 steps. So essentially they're providing a time savings proposition there that it's quick and easy to get up. Choose a product to sell, select an online store template, add the Printful app for free. Okay, so it's like print on demand, publish your store, and start selling. So they're just making that the idea of drop shipping and doing print on demand is easy. They can start making money quickly, and it's a really simple process, which if you're starting an online store is probably a really big objection, is just thinking about how do I get products, how do I create the store, what are the steps? So they're making it very, very easy, and then they have the sign up call to action there. Now, in particular, I believe we can actually go click to the landing page. Now, of course, the landing page is super important because you can have the best ad ever, but when people click through, if it doesn't match and give them the same value, they're just going to bounce. You're not going to have any kind of conversions. Okay, so instantly I really like this because if you've watched some of my other breakdowns, I always talk about above the fold being super important. And now this is because it's the first thing we see right as we land on the page. So it has to really capture our attention, but also push us to do something. So if the headline starts selling online in minutes, which is a really good benefit, create an online store instantly with ready to sell dropshipping products, similar copy to the ad, which is very important because it makes it feel familiar. Start selling now, which is a good call to action. And if you want to sell your own products, start here. And I guess this goes to some other landing page or something like that. Cool product photo showing it in motion. 4 steps, choose a product, select an online template. Once again, the same copy from the Facebook ad. Another call to action. Launch a store with everything built in. Get ready to sell products, outsource fulfillment, control your profit. Once again, love this because not only is it talking about the features and benefits, but it's overcoming those pain points and those objections that people would have in terms of fulfillment. Maximize how much you'll earn on every sale. Mark up your products based on your supplier's prices. Choose from hundreds of professionally designed, high-quality products. Start selling now. You pretty much can't escape the CTA, which I like, so everybody converts for different reasons as well. Someone might read the steps here and be like, okay, click the button. Someone might just read the headline, click that. Or some people might scroll all the way to the bottom and need to see this and then click it. So I really like on landing pages having a call to action button just like this, essentially every time you scroll, or at least every 2 sections here. And there's not too much white space, which I like as well. And then of course, social proof. I think on this landing page, I'd probably have a bit more testimonials, maybe even just like a slider here that scrolls and shows several different testimonials, or you can even show people's websites. Like, looks like they have a link to this customer's website. It'd be really cool to actually physically see it with our own eyes, but besides that, I think that for a landing page, pretty simple, straight to the point. One thing we could do too as well on the very bottom call to action is not just say get your dropshipping store today, but probably target some pain points here. So we can kind of go back to the whole fulfillment thing and the copy up here. We could say, don't worry about fulfillment, shipping, or sourcing products. Just a one-liner, kind of like they did with the main section up here. Just have that same kind of text, the white on black, but just put it under this headline right here. Target the pain points, start selling now. Because you want to get those emotions coming up, just kind of get them interested and engage with the page, and then ultimately taking that action. Okay, so here's another ad that they're doing actually targeting agencies. So it's not just e-commerce businesses. And with this one, it says, learn the upselling strategy that is changing the game for agencies. Okay, so far they've really focused on like features, benefits, keeping it really simple. But what I like here is that they're using a bit of urgency or scarcity, that there's some kind of strategy that the reader of this ad does not know, but is game changing specifically for agencies. So they're also selecting the audience. It's not just for e-commerce brands or B2B, B2C, specifically for agencies. So people that are running an agency, they read this, they resonate with it, and they're more likely to engage with it. But I really like that they're using a sense of urgency and scarcity by providing something that the reader doesn't know. And of course, if they do want to learn that, they have to click the ad and figure it out. Every agency should upsell at 3 months. Here's how to make it work. Accelerate your upselling timeline. Now, of course, upselling means to essentially offer another product after somebody has already converted. So that's going to generate more revenue. The upsell timeline that works. Discover a new timeline for upselling smarter. Yeah, once again, just kind of hitting that urgency and scarcity, providing something that they don't know, but they of course have to click through, get the article, which is the call to action, to actually learn that. So I really like that they did that. Okay, now we're on to a different landing page. Has a lot different kind of feeling and design compared to that other one about dropshipping we're looking at, but instantly very high quality. Remember that design and appearance of a landing page, sales page, plays a huge role in conversions, how people interpret the brand and product. So definitely put the money and time into a good website, whether you build it or you hire an agency. So the smart way to upsell, studies show that there's a perfect time to upsell, and your agency should be laying the groundwork sooner than you might think. Okay, so what's cool about this is they're still playing off that urgency and scarcity, that there's something the reader does not know and it can actually hurt them. And if they do figure it out, it can help them grow at the same time. And then get the article call to action. They kind of put the article into almost like a book graphic, which I like, makes it a bit more tangible. Okay, perfect. So this is a lead magnet down to the science, which is essentially providing that free resource, but you have to fill out all this information to download it. And then what they can start doing is following up with email. It looks like you have to put in your phone number, as well. They can check out your website, qualify you, and they probably also follow up with retargeting ads, I imagine. Now, when it comes to the copy, let's think the smart way to upsell. I'd probably change this to there's a better way to upsell, learn this new upselling strategy, something to talk about that there's a new way to upsell. Just kind of keep hitting that urgency that there's something different, something new in the upselling world. But right here, I'd probably keep this. I like that they say study show because it adds a bit more of clarity and credibility that there's some science or data behind this. If they could even mention one of the names, like if it was a school, institution that did the study, just kind of makes it more authoritative and paints a picture better. But I wouldn't change this. I think it's really, really good. Get the article, perfect call to action. You could even probably split test it to say something like learn how to upsell, get the upselling secret, something like that, instead of making it super generic. This sounds good to me. Every agency should upsell at 3 months. Here's how to make it work. Or we can actually change that second line to something like every agency should upsell at 3 months. Don't wait any longer. Just keep hitting that urgency. That's kind of like the whole strategy and aspect, it looks like, of this ad and landing page. Get your free article. We could probably change the headline here or even add a sub-headline. Get your free article and learn how to properly upsell. Learn how to upsell and generate more revenue. Just elaborate a little bit more on it. I like the form is really simple, easy to fill out, download now. I think this is perfect. If you want to learn more about copywriting, make sure to go into the description. You can check out my copywriting blog. You can get free templates, resources, white papers. I also have a free copywriting course you can go check out as well. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.